What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to Boo TV. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into the topic for today. I was watching a podcast called the Full Send Podcast, and they had SHAQ being interviewed. Title of the video is called SHAQ's Untold Story of Kobe Bryant, or something like that. I've never heard this podcast before. It just popped up in my suggested feed. So I was like, all right, let's see what SHAQ got to say. And during this podcast, they were asking SHAQ questions. There's a group of men, and then one of them, I'll call him a kid because I don't think he knows. He looks young, but he asked SHAQ a question, and the question was, who reminds you of Kobe Bryant and the league now? And he mentioned he threw out Kyrie Irving and Devin Booker, and SHAQ shut that shit down. SHAQ's like, what the fuck are you talking about? No. And then the kid kept asking him the question after SHAQ shut it down. And the kid got to the point where he was like, what the hell's up with this guy? Why does he think it's so crazy that I would ask this question? Why is this question so unbelievable? Why can't SHAQ fathom the fact that I would ask him such a question? And I had the same reaction to SHAQ. I'm like, dude, what? Either you never seen Kobe Bryant play or fully understand the ridiculous talent, skill level, and competitor and mentality that Kobe Bryant had, the player that he was. You don't understand it for you to even try to compare these players to him. And they find something small that Kobe Bryant was elite at, and then they try to be like, oh, that's like Kobe. Oh, he's like Kobe. I'm like, no, it's a very small thing. I mean, Kobe did a lot of things great. But anyway, it blows my mind. And then you got these people that, the people that, don't understand Kobe or don't want to understand or don't give him his credit is the people that were too young. You never saw him play, so you'll never understand it. And you don't do your due diligence and go in and actually, I ain't talking about highlights. You can watch highlights. There's highlights all day that should show you the crazy player that Kobe Bryant was. Actually, go watch him play. Like go watch games. Go watch playoff performances. You know what I mean? Go do your research. All right. And then you got these people that don't fully understand, the people that never got to watch him play or too young, don't do the research. And then you got the bronzexuals. The bronzexuals who have this infamous mission, this agenda to defame Kobe and diminish his career by putting out lies, legitimately putting out lies, and not putting things into context. And it's a shame. It's a shame that they have this agenda. But anyway, these people exist, and SHAQ shut that shit down. And let's watch the clip. We're not going to watch the whole video. You can check it out if you want to, the Full Send Podcast. But let's take a look at the clip here.
Yeah, I mean, like, what if you can't play and you're the last one to leave the gym? That don't mean nothing. But the first one there, he was always, but he always practiced like it was a game. I'm the type, like, I had to pace myself.
Who do you think is like similar to Kobe now?
Nobody. Stop it.
Well, I mean, like you got Kyrie and Devin Booker.
Stop it.
I mean,
will you stop it?
Well, obviously
will
not.
You stop it.
Okay. SHAQ says just stop.
I feel like SHAQ gets that question every goddamn second.
No,
did you think the Suns were going to beat the Bucks this year?
I thought they had a shot.
Look.
I mean, but Giannis wasn't playing. But to answer your question over there, young fella, similar to Kobe. No one even close.
No. Nobody.
Kyrie, no one.
No,
Kyrie.
And then I don't think they want to be compared to Kobe. I think they're trying to make their own mark. But
yeah.
That's all I wanted to show from that clip. But looking at his face after SHAQ shut him down again, he's looking over at his friends like, can you believe this guy? Or like, we'll go back. Look at his face. Like, why would you even ask that question, bro? You cornball. Watch.
Well, obviously
will
not.
You stop it.
Well, look right here. Look at his face. Looking around.
Okay. SHAQ says just stop.
I feel like SHAQ gets that question every goddamn second.
No,
did you think the Suns were going to be?
Listen, man. Bro. Cut this shit out, man. Stop trying to compare these players to Kobe Bryant because you find one small similarity that might remind you like Kobe, but Kobe really did it on a whole nother level. So he mentioned Kyrie, and I love Kyrie Irving. But dude, are you fucking kidding me? I understand that Kobe was Kyrie Irving's mentor, but Kyrie has never been, is not, and will not ever be on Kobe Bryant's level as a basketball player, mentally, physically, and performance-wise. Because Kyrie Irving has amazing ball handling skills and a nice touch around the rim, knows his angles pretty well, they want to draw comparisons to Kobe Bryant and say, it's like, no. Kyrie Irving is is the most skilled player to ever play the game. Are you fucking nuts? Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler to ever play the game. I'll give you that. I won't argue that with you. Kyrie Irving has the best handles to ever play the game. But that's only one part of a skill set. That's only one part of skills. And he has some nice English, on his layup package. But that's not enough to make you the most skilled player to ever play the game. Cut this shit out, dude. I won't argue that Kyrie Irving has the best handles that we've ever seen. I won't argue that at all. You can have that. But when we're talking about skills, I'm talking about English in the midcourt, knowing all your angles. Kobe Bryant was obsessed with angles and geometry. Like, you can go look it up yourself. He'll break down a simple fadeaway jumper, off the corner of the box, glass into the basket, and he'll break it down in angles for you in geometry. It was otherworldly. Kobe was a brainiac. And then people try to compare Kyrie to Kobe, because Kobe was an extremely intelligent person. Kobe Bryant was legitimately intelligent. Kobe Bryant spoke fluent several different languages, like 6 different languages. Had multiple degrees, was a businessman, studied everything. Everything he put his mind to, he mastered. He spoke intelligent. He was intelligent. Kyrie Irving tries to sound intelligent, but he's not. I'll give Kyrie Irving. He's a free thinker. He's a hippie. He's a floater. That's all well and good, but don't get that confused with intelligence on a Kobe Bryant level. Like, what are we talking about? And Kyrie tries to talk like Kobe. He tries to because it's his idol, and I get it, but it ain't the same. his words ain't got backbone like Kobe's did. Come on, man. So stop trying. And then the Devin Booker thing. Jesus Christ, you kidding me? First of all, Kyrie Irving and Devin Booker aren't good defenders at no point in their career. Kyrie Irving might have been average or a little bit below average most of the time. He was never a liability. Devin Booker kind of is. But none of them have been a great defender ever in their career, and they never will be. And that was part of Kobe's game, to go along with his elite offensive package as well. None of as an overall skilled player, Kyrie Irving and Devin Booker are not nearly as skilled as Kobe Bryant. So cut this shit out. Kobe gave it to you. Post, left foot, right foot, fadeaway, left foot, right foot, pivot foot, how you want it, off the pivot foot, off both feet, including pivot foot, obviously. English, anywhere on the court. Kobe was a threat from anywhere on the court, double team or triple team, it didn't matter. There was nowhere on the court where you could push Kobe where he would be uncomfortable. Nowhere. He had a counter move for everything you throw at him, and he had a counter move for your counter move. He had a counter move for everything. He practiced every shot imaginable. Hence is why Kobe Bryant is the best bad shot maker in NBA history. Like, as far as level of difficulty, nobody could hit extremely difficult shots with the consistency that Kobe Bryant could. There was nowhere on the court you could push him where he was uncomfortable. And he had an answer for everything you could throw at him. Everything. Like, cut this shit out. Kobe's mentality was different than these other players they try to compare him to. Kobe lived, breathed basketball, shit basketball, showered basketball, put a mud mask on with basketball, pissed out basketball. These guys don't have that level of dedication or love for the game. So stop trying to compare him to this man. It's different. That's why Shaq knew. Shaq was in the locker room with him all the time. Shaq was exposed to this guy all the time. Shaq knew. He saw it with his own eyes. That this guy never put the basketball down. He never stopped thinking about basketball. It was always basketball with Kobe Bryant. Always. And these guys ain't built like that, man. Kobe Bryant was obsessed with the game of basketball. Literally, it was an obsession. It was a sickness. Kobe who had a sickness with an infatuation and love for the game of basketball. It was a fucking disease. A fucking disease. They ain't got that same level of motivation and dedication. They ain't built like that. Kobe treated practice like it was a regular game every fucking day. And he treated a regular game, most of the time, like it was an NBA Finals game, which means that he treated practice like an NBA Finals game. And he wanted to kill people on the court, his own teammates, bro. What are you talking about? First one in the gym. Working up a sweat. It was a disease. It was a sickness. His dedication to basketball. Kobe Bryant is the hardest worker we've ever seen in the NBA. And he would play through a mirror of so many injuries. Dude, that 2010 finals run, people don't even mention the fact that the dude had a bad knee on the way to winning that 2010 finals. He went into the playoffs injured, bad knee, still had his mangled up fingers, dislocated finger. Go look at the fingers. Look on his shooting, still shooting 45 to 50% any given day, 45 to 50% with a bad hand, with a bad finger, mangled up, man. Look gnarly, bro. Come on, man. It's the level of dedication, and even honestly, to Kobe's own detriment. The fact that he would play through so many injuries and would just go out to court and will his way through it, maybe to his own detriment. But he left nothing. He left nothing. He left nothing. He put it all out on the floor, bro. These guys ain't built like that. They ain't. There's no one right now that's built like that. And if there was anybody that had his mentality or close to his mentality, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Close to his mentality, but still ain't on that level. Still not on that level. But I see what Giannis, the type of work Giannis be putting in, and he's trying really hard. But it ain't the same, bro. Kobe was one of one. He was. I mean, people act like we weren't comparing this guy to Michael Jordan his whole career. And while Kobe was winning those other championships after Shaq, there was legitimate talks about, oh shit, will he catch Jordan or surpass Jordan? That was a discussion. But people try to act like that's not a discussion anymore. So how do we go from one point to comparing Kobe Bryant to Michael Jordan to all of a sudden he's not even in the conversation no more? As a top 5 player of all time. How do we get, what? That doesn't make any sense. What happened? He tore his Achilles? And he wasn't the same after. But that doesn't discredit everything he did before then. At least with Kobe, you can say he tore his Achilles tendon at 34 years old. And he has a legit reason why he was never the same. Because before that, he was still wrecking the league. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Cut the nonsense out. They ain't built the same, bro. These players ain't built the same. So I want to credit Shaq for putting that shit to rest over that young boy that don't know what he's talking about, asking stupid questions. It ain't the same, man. It ain't the same. And you can watch him play. You can watch Kobe play, and you can watch these other players play. It ain't the same, man. Kyrie Irving don't love playing basketball like that. Devin Booker ain't that guy like that. And ain't passionate about the game like that. They ain't skilled like that. They ain't as lethal of a scorer consistently like that. It's all about consistency. I don't care about your one. You might drop 50 once a year. You might drop a 60-point game once every couple years. Show me some consistency. If you want to be compared to Kobe as a scorer and as a skilled player, show me some consistency. Do it on a night in, night out basis. But these players don't do it like that. These players don't do it like that. Kobe gave you 50. He gonna come back and give you another 40 piece or another 50 piece or another 60 piece. A lot of players go look at their players after they score 50-point games. What's their output on the next game? Usually takes everything out. Do you know how much that takes out of you, energy wise? But Kobe would come back, prep his body, be ready and give you another 50 piece. Yeah, man. That's all I got. I want to credit Shaq. I want to thank Shaq for like putting that shit to rest. That's a stupid question. It was a stupid question, and that tells me a lot about that young ball. He really didn't see. He didn't see Kobe play or really understand how great, how skilled he really was. Because right now, nobody really compares to him, or that I can't even mention in the same breath as the Black Mamba. And having the combination of that mentality to go along with the skill set that Kobe Bryant had. Nobody. Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. As a whole, do you really feel like these guys should be mentioned in the same breath as Kobe Bryant, or even compared to Kobe Bryant? People reaching on a very small similarity and want to be like, oh, that's Kobe. Nah, nigga, it's not. Stop it. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Go to war in the comment section. If you disagree with me, let me know. I would love to hear your opinion. And after all, this is just opinions. Actually, this might be fact. Might be fact, baby. Might be fact, baby. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you think about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and catch you on the next one. We out, baby.